Alright, this is part 3 to this video. This is Exodus chapter 12, verse 7. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts of the upper doorposts of the houses wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in the night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread with bitter herbs they shall eat. Point always verse 11. Actually, point is in verse 12, but I'm going to read down. Verse 9, eat not of it raw nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire his head with his legs, and with his purtenance thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire. And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And ye shall eat it in haste. It is Yahweh's Passover, where I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am Yahweh. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses wherein ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. So you're going to be saved from destruction right then and there. So you had some of the people that, put the blood on the doorpost, and they were saved when the Most High sent the Yahweh Shai, the angel, the death angel, to smite the firstborn of Egypt. But now some of them lived, but they went over to the wilderness. Now you had some of those people that just survived that, and they died from being the fiery serpents. So did they receive that salvation? No, they got saved or spared, if you want to call it. Because some Christians equate, you survived a car accident, but you being saved. That's not what true salvation is. So they got out the Egypt. Some of them were getting bit by serpents, and they died. Also, another one, when they murmured against Moses. Okay, this is Slovakia. This is Slovakia. I found it soon. About to be, yep. Numbers chapter 16 and verse 1. Now Korah the son of Izarah, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abiram, and the sons of Eliab and of On, the son of Peleth, sons of Reuben, took men, and they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said unto them, Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and Yahweh is among them. Wherefore then lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of Yahweh. And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face. So he was distraught. And he spake unto Korah, and unto all his company, saying, Even tomorrow Yahweh will show who are his and who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him, even him who he hath chosen will he cause to come near unto him. This do take you censers, Korah, and all his companies, and put fire therein, and put incense in them before Yahweh tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom Yahweh doth choose, he shall be holy. Ye take too much upon you, ye sons of Levi. Okay, I'm gonna read up a little further, and this is verse 11. For which cause both doth and all thy company are gathered together against Yahweh, and what is Aaron that ye murmur against him? And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, which said, We will not come up. It is a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of out of a land that floweth with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, except thou make it thyself altogether a prince over us. So they were talking against Moses. Now let's read a little bit further. This is Numbers 16 and 29. If these men die, wait. Okay. I'll start verse 27. So they got up from the tabernacle of Korah and Dathan and Abiram on every side, and Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives and their sons and their little children. And Moses said, Hereby ye shall know that Yahweh hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of my own mind. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then Yahweh have not sent me. But if Yahweh make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up, with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked Yahweh. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder and was under them, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up in their houses, and all the men that appertained unto Korah, and all their goods. And they and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, Lest the earth swallow us up also. And there came out a fire from Yahweh and consumed the 250 men that offered incense. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, that he take up the censers out of the burning, and scatter up thou the fire yonder, for they are hollow. So these guys had came out of Egypt, because for them to be in the wilderness, they had to come out of Egypt. So they were saved from out of the land of Egypt, and then they went into the wilderness and they died. Now, it was Joshua and Caleb were the ones that saw Egypt and then saw the promised land. That was their salvation, getting into the land of Israel, which is the kingdom of heaven for them at that time. So not until you literally physically leave this earth and you're beamed up into the chariots and you look down and see the destruction of Babylon and look upon your enemies, that's when you're saved. It's not saved as in, my house was getting foreclosed, and then I went to church, and then everybody, all of a sudden a grant came, and the Most High saved me. No. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him. So a sinner can do bad 1,000 times and nothing happens to him. So he could also, steal and murder and go to his grave healthy. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he was saved. Karma always happens. The Most High is not slack. He's going to receive his punishment later. And what was that? Revelations, when all the dead were cast up, even them out of the sea, to be judged according to their works. There's no escaping the judgment. And on that note, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Kwadash, double honors to the apostles, elders, GMS, who rule well. Peace, salutations, and shalom.